Yo guys, here I am again with another video about One Piece. I've said to you before that I'll be talking about Luffy and his devil fruit in depth in another video, so here it is. Monkey D. Luffy, the main protagonist of the longest and most popular running anime One Piece. Of all the names Oda could think of, he chose the name of the protagonist as Monkey D. Luffy, like monkey, giving this catchy character an animal name. I mean, of all the names one could think of, Oda gave the protagonist the name Monkey, the origin of all humans as science put it, and one of the most popular mythological race. From the beginning, we've always thought Luffy's power to be the rubber from the Gomu Gomu no Mi that gave him the elasticity and malleability of rubber, until Oda, the freaking Oda, destroyed those 20 years of belief, revealing to us that Luffy's devil fruit was not a simple devil fruit all along. Or maybe Oda just didn't have any more ideas on how to power up Luffy, so instead of racking his brain for another Gomu Gomu gear form after the gear force, he simply just changed the devil fruit itself. Just joking. Anyways, our 20-year belief that it was Gomu Gomu no Mi was shattered by the revelation of it being a mythical Zoan, a god fruit at that. But let's not talk about that yet. Let us go back first to the times when we thought that Luffy's devil fruit was simply a Gomu Gomu no Mi. Back in the early years of One Piece, we already noticed that Luffy's attacks were so diverse to the point of having it from pistol, an inanimate object, to a gorilla, an animal. There were so many kinds of attacks, naming a few: Gomu Gomu no pistol, Gomu Gomu no rocket, Gomu Gomu no spear, Gomu Gomu no kongan, and so much more. Then the different gears that diverged his attacks even more, from gear second, gear third, gear fourth, to even the most controversial gear fifth. From a simple Gomu Gomu no pistol to a Gomu Gomu no jet pistol to a Gomu Gomu no giant pistol. There were even attacks so funny you wouldn't think it was an attack at all, like Gomu Gomu no Baka in Skypiea and Gomu Gomu no UFO in Punk Hazard. You may think I'm crazy, but I actually listed all of Luffy's attacks since the beginning of the anime till the latest. Here's the list. His attacks are so diverse, as you can see. Some are repeated, and I highlighted the repeated ones with gray so you can tell which ones are the unique. That's all of them, from his first signature move Pistol to this Thunderbolt. And do you know what this whole facade of Luffy reminds me of? His name, his character, and his attacks? It is this mythological character. This mythological character is famous in other anime and manga. This one here is in fact the main antagonist of the manga Second Life Ranker. In Second Life Ranker, this mythological character is most commonly known as Heavenly Demon. This Heavenly Demon is known by his numerous other names and identities in numerous mythologies and religious societies. And to name a few, we have Sun God, Monkey King, Great Sage, Heavenly Devil, Sun Wukong, and Hanuman. Moreover, this famous mythological character was even used in different forms of entertainment, like in another anime, Son Goku of Dragon Ball, Morrigan of God of High School, and Sun Wukong from Marvel and DC Comics. In mythology, this character acquired the 72 earthly transformations, which allowed him to access 72 unique powers to transform into animals and objects. Yes, power to transform into animals and objects, just like Luffy's diverse attacks. Objects like pistol, axe, and spear, and animals like Kong, Python, and Hydra. And I've said before, I counted and listed all of Luffy's attacks, and we are yet to reach the 72 unique attacks. That means to say, we can expect more amazing signature moves from this man here. Now, do you see the very obvious resemblance of this funny One Piece character to this mythological creature? So question, why is it named Nika and not Hanuman or Monkey King if this much resemblance is obvious? Actually, I already made a video about this, but let me expound it a bit. Nika is reference to the goddess of victory, Nike of Greek mythology. Like Athena, Nika always brings victory in every field, be it war, sports, art, etc. And Luffy's development of his devil fruit was due to him being influenced by his opponents and how he sees to defeat his enemy and achieve victory. Let me name the most obvious ones. The Gomu Gomu no gun, Gatling, axe, and the others are of course influenced by the weapons of his enemies, marines or pirates. His second gear was influenced by his opponents during his fight with the CP9. He himself said it. CP9 agent Soru inspired Luffy to become stronger. As you all know, this transformation of his enhances strength, speed, and mobility, eventually empowering his simple attacks like pistol and gatling to jet pistol and jet gatling. His third gear was influenced by his encounter with these giants. These encounters made Luffy imagine the strength of a giant. By pumping air into his bones, he is able to enlarge any part of his body resembling it to a giant. This transformation packs more power to his attacks by sacrificing a bit of speed. As science put it, the larger the mass, the stronger the force. His fourth gear, I'm sure you've also noticed it, was so much like his nightmare version in the Thriller Bark during his fight with the zombie horse Luffy. Likely to say, his devil powers change the way he imagines it to achieve victory. And in fact, the 5 elders of the world government stated that his power depends on his imagination. So even before Luffy awakened his devil fruit powers, it was already shown that his abilities are based on his imagination. That means to say, as long as he visions himself as the victor, his devil fruit power will change and will be limitless in the sense that he can do anything he thinks is possible for him. Remember when he said, and he really did make his punch into as strong as a pistol. And his gear 5th is, I don't know if you've noticed it, but a very familiar transformation to us. In fact, you've already seen this transformation a lot of times already. This transformation is influenced by the Sulong form of these lovable characters, the minks. I am already taking too much of your time, so let me say it up frontly before I end the video. This Nika here is a mink, and the explanation for that is in the next video, so stay tuned.